Hey, Phoenixes. I want to talk a little bit about a topic that's not often talked about, and that's about sexual coercion and how it can be great. If you're being sexually coerced in any way and you wouldn't agree to the act of physical intimacy, if you had the full truth, then it is 100% rape. And here's why. I'm going to go into it a little bit. Okay, I was in what I thought was a mutual adult relationship with what I thought was a single man for 3 years. And then I later found out, after a series of uncovering deceptions and lies, that this person was secretly married. I had never wanted to be with a married man. It was nothing I ever wanted to do. I wanted to be with one more person my whole life, and then that person ended up being my husband. And I would never have agreed to that type of physical intimacy with that person had I known he was married. But he kept it a secret. His whole family kept it a secret. And I can say 100% that I was raped the whole time in that relationship, because I never would have agreed to be with him, because I really wanted to be married. And I wanted a consensual physical intimacy that was full of love and happiness and goodness. And that's just not what it was. It was full of lies and deception. And there's a lot of men out here that will fool you, ladies. They will tell you anything you want to hear. They'll tell you they love you. They'll tell you they've never met anyone like you before. That they'll just make you feel really, really, really comfortable. You know, even these married men are out here telling you that you're single, or that they're single. Meanwhile, they're not single. They have no plans of getting a divorce. They have no plans of marrying you. Some of these men will even fool you and tell you that they're going to marry you, and tell you all of these lies. Maybe tell you that you're twin flames, and that, you know, he's been waiting for you his whole life, that he's never been with anyone else before. And so you consent to be with him, and then you find out it's all manipulation, it's all lies. And if you wouldn't have had been with that person, then that is rape by coercion. Yeah, you know, I think for there to be proper consent, there has to be full disclosure, full truth being told, and both parties completely in agreement with moving forward with the physical intimacy and moving forward with the future of what the relationship's going to be like after that physical intimacy happens. And so often there's people that are just being very deceptive and tricking women just to get in your pants. It's a sad state of things, but it's very, very, very common now. So ladies, you just have to be so careful. Really use your discernment. Ask the men you're with if they're divorced. And, you know, make sure you ask their family if they're divorced. I mean, I hate to say it like this, but you almost have to nowadays. You have to ask for divorce papers. Really ask all the important questions. How long have you been divorced? You know, what was your divorce process like? You know, if you've never have you never ever been with anyone before? You know, how long has it been since you last been with someone? You have to ask all the questions, because there's so many men that are really deceptive just because they want to get in between your legs. So, yeah, you know, just be very, very discerning and trust your gut. If something feels off, just don't be with that man. And, you know, if you've made that mistake, you know, try not to beat yourself up. There's a lot of people out here that are really being deceptive, and just learn from that process and ask more questions going forward. All right, just want to share a few of those things that's going on. Keep rising, Phoenixes. Love you so much. Please use your discernment and please ask all the questions when you're vetting these men. All right. Love yous. Bye.